Like, what is it that Sharif Cooper hasn't done that I can say he should do to say he's done it all?
He won that championship. That was it.
Everything. He's done everything. He's scored a lot of assists.
The only thing that can cap off his career is becoming Mr. Basketball.
So why is it that when I watch Wild and Odom, did I feel like he's the best player? Every time I watch the Wild Odom play, I feel like I'm seeing something special. Like I'm seeing something that I'm not gonna maybe not see again. I said that for a long time. BJ Boston was my favorite high school player in Georgia. I don't get that feeling that I'm seeing something I'll never see again. It's the Love the Game podcast. What's good? We in the building. We in here. Y'all know what time it is. It's Thursday night. Don't act like just because we didn't come on right at damn 8 o'clock that we ain't coming on. Huff Game on TV, dog. Y'all gotta relax. What's good? What's good? You know me well, dog. Fixing the Kool-Aid, arguing with the dog.
He said Price arguing with a parent.
I can see all of this shit being true, Dr. Love. Like you understand what's going on. Man, before we get too far into it, man, I want to take care of a little bit of business. I want to take care of a little bit of business. Here's some things that y'all have to understand that's taking place. First off, hold on a second. First off, when it comes to you late like versus TV, listen. Hey, look, you don't even gotta watch versus today because we know what Ashanti about. We know what Ashanti is about to do. She about to get swept. She's out it. Keisha Cole about to give her that work.
Yeah, I think Keisha Cole gonna get really.
Hey man, it ain't.
Yeah.
Please chime in and tell me if Ashanti got shorts on because that's the only thing that's gonna save her. Keisha Cole, dog, if she's singing, like, are they together, Bryce? I know you kind of checked in and saw it. Are they like at the same location? They not?
Nah.
That might save Ashanti too. Because if Keisha Cole starts singing, they got the split screen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's trash. But that's the only thing that might save.
Ashanti probably wanted it like that because they probably want to sit next to each other, and she probably want to see live and all that.
For sure. Hey, man, look, love, no. If Keisha starts singing, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Ja Rule can't save you, Ashanti.
Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype.
Hey, Locke, if you keep saying that, they're going to come and get you.
Oh, Ashanti come get me. I just don't want Keisha toxic ass.
No, I'm saying if you keep saying don't believe the hype, you know that means something around here. They're going to come and get you.
Hey, man, shout out to my dog, Hype House.
Wow.
No, this time last year, you remember when
Are they Hype Hawks or they Team Dickerson?
I still don't know. Are they Hype Dickerson?
Team Hype. No, it might be Hype Dickerson. You know.
Dickerson Hype. So
Dickerson
there you
go.
Straight to the post-grad program.
For everybody watching the podcast right now, under the sound of my voice, here's what I want you to know. In March, Twitter has decided to get rid of Periscope. So what that means is y'all used to us being able to go live. We're able to broadcast. You're able to just hit your Twitter feed and pull up the podcast and watch the show. In March, Twitter is making that not possible. Are they going to replace Periscope with another platform? If they do, we'll be on it for sure. But if they don't, it's out, right? So what that means is please go to the Love the Game podcast YouTube channel, click on subscribe, turn your notifications on, and then you'll get a notification on your phone anytime we go live with a podcast, which is every Thursday and Sunday. please be sure to do that because like I would hate for all of the viewers on Twitter to be ass out when it comes to watching the show. For everybody new, all my Twitch followers, man, we got Twitch followers now that watch this podcast every week on Twitch. That's pretty damn dope. Being that, like, I don't even know how that really works for real, to be honest. But you're watching a basketball podcast. We are the best basketball and grassroots podcast in the country. It's proven. We did the science.
We always in the gym. One of us is always in the gym every weekend.
Usually
almost every day. Almost every day. But this is the best grassroots basketball podcast. So AAU grassroots basketball, we are centered in Georgia, but we talk about basketball as a whole. So I was told that we got people tuning in and they don't know what the hell they're watching. So that's what you're watching. We have the most fire group chat that happens during our show every night. So if you don't go to YouTube or if you're not logged in on Periscope, you're missing one of the best parts of the show because we interact with our audience live as this shit happens. Y'all are, hey man, I feel like we
appreciate
are.
The love.
You know what I'm saying? You interact with us, we put your comments up live. It's like a big ass group discussion about basketball, and we get to it on here.
But you know, I think what makes us dope, people actually see us in the gym all the time.
That's a fact.
Like even, you know, stuff has slowed down because of COVID, but like I said, I was in the gym at a middle school event all day Saturday and Sunday.
And I was at post-grad all day Saturday and Sunday.
I was at post-grad all day Saturday and Sunday, and then went to an NAIA game on Tuesday.
The work gonna show.
That's a fact.
And that's covering a lot of different levels of basketball that a lot of people don't cover, don't see, don't, you know, the high level middle school, and then you got pretty high level post-grad. I mean,
because a lot of people just watch the high school and that's it.
Yeah.
Like I say, y'all guys are watching post grads. I'm watching 4th graders to 8th graders.
Yeah. And I think that people sometimes think that high school basketball is the end all be all when it comes to like a senior in high school. And that's not necessarily true. Just because your career doesn't have to end in 12th grade. So that's why, you know, I go watch post-grad tournaments. I watch post-grad coaches and teams and programs. Dre was also there. We both were watching him. Because if you really want to continue on for whatever reason, there's other ways that you can go about it. So
you got to know what's going on, man. Like, I feel like that is part of the cause of why so many parents be like, crazy when it comes to their kids and not understand because like you don't know, like, you know, you feel like your kid is D1 because you saw some other kid and you comparing them to that other kid and you feel like, oh, well, I'm as good as him, like, and you don't understand what that kid may not even play the same position. Like
they don't understand the dynamics.
No.
Facts.
And especially now with COVID, when we saw a lot of talk on Twitter with people just random people saying, "Oh, you don't know if you're gonna play a game again. You better take what you have." So,
hey, bro, Lock don't want that smoke, dog. Lock, they still asking for the high major, mid major, low major.
Hey.
See, Lock don't want to call somebody's program Division II when he know some of these programs is not even that. Some of these programs is JUCO, and Lock don't want to say it.
Man, you know, I can't speak on a ton of programs. COVID, I'm blaming it on COVID. I'm gonna blame it on COVID this year.
I had something real shady to say after that, but I ain't gonna say it, Lock, because everybody gonna know exactly what program I'm talking about.
Dre, what level is Georgia Man Up?
What level program is Georgia Man Up?
Yeah.
We don't have 17U yet, so we can't be high major.
That's not what I asked. Okay.
This is our first year of 17U. I've got some good responses about some players. I have another announcement to make as far as another staff member that I think is going to be a huge piece joining the staff. We just haven't announced it officially yet. Unless you watch Hoops and Gems podcast, then you probably know what we're talking about. But
you guys definitely got the pieces in place, man. Y'all got the guru. Y'all got the guru of post grad.
The guru of post grad.
Dave on your
they call it man up low major. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at being called low major.
Low major ain't bad.
Low major D1. I ain't mad at it. We at HBCU. I ain't mad at it.
No, y'all ain't there yet, man.
We ain't at HBCU yet.
Y'all ain't there yet, man.
Where we at, Locke?
D2.
Shit, man. Right now, y'all just I can't place y'all anywhere because
you can't place us because we don't have 17U.
No, because y'all didn't really have a full season last year.
What about the season before? We were good the season before that.
I'm 8th graders. Y'all played well. Y'all was a good program, but y'all was 8th graders.
Hey, hold on. Wait. So So then what the fuck is TSF then? They ain't got 17U.
Yeah, but they got
post grad though.
They ain't got 17U.
No, they don't have
outside of them two teams that they got this good.
They got high major players though.
Yeah, he got alumni list.
Well,
he got high level players.
I'm asking based off
17U though.
I'm asking based off of what they've done in the summer. We know how good their 2022 and 2023s are. Shit, they got some of the best players in the damn country. I'm saying, how do we rank them based on that logic as an organization? They ain't did 17U. I ain't hating, just speaking facts. Is that true or not?
No, but see, I didn't say anything about 17U. That was Bryce said. That wasn't me.
He said that. He said we have 17U. I didn't say
and
that.
You didn't give us credit for being good in the 8th grade. Well, shit, TSF got put on the map when Bruce Nim was in 8th grade.
No, for real. Yo, see, that's what I'm saying. See,
and they came from Express and other places.
But that's what I'm saying. So look at
you get Bruce Thornton, you're automatically on the map. Like that's what happens.
So, but you gotta look at programs like DCA. DCA was a high major middle school program.
How are you a high major middle school program?
You know how many players DCA put through?
They put some players through, bro.
DCA had Dream Chasers Academy.
Okay, but I'm not knocking the point. I'm
saying,
saying, what is the qualification of being high major when you don't have high school or you don't have 17? You haven't taken any. You haven't gotten anybody an offer.
You gotta have a program. You got to win, and you got to have players.
And having players, yeah.
You got to win. You had like Bryce had a high. Georgia Exclusive wasn't. I don't know if that was a program, but that 6th grade team that he had, that shit was high major. Yeah, that was a high major program he had.
Hey, okay, so wait, you can
look who came out of that. Look who came out of that group.
Okay, so wait, I'm just asking questions, trying to clarify and understand. I'm not saying y'all wrong. I'm just trying to clarify, make sure that we understand what the criteria is for being high major as a AAU program.
Okay,
you cannot ever handle anybody's recruitment and be high major. Never send a kid to college. You never handle anybody's recruitment ever, but you're a high major.
It depends on, like, you could be a high major middle school program.
I had never helped anybody with recruitment until I started coaching the Georgia Canes.
I would have never called you high major until you did.
But I was winning every event.
But he was a high level middle school team program. He wasn't a high level high school AAU.
We was top in the country.
He said Georgia Exclusive set the bar for 2021.
Bro, we had Sutton Smith, Madison.
I'm not disagreeing with any of that. I'm not disagreeing with any of that, right? Okay, so that goes. Okay, so look, where we was talking about this off air a little bit. It's a whole bunch of kids that was dope in middle school, who are average players, are not even playing basketball anymore.
Yeah.
Like how I don't understand how that
things change.
I don't understand that. Like, how do you be
because some kids too soon.
To me, giving people too much credit for having star power early takes away credit from guys that's grinding and getting kids in school that may not necessarily have the star power, but like they doing the work of getting guys in school and being successful at the high school level.
Drake.
Like, so we're gonna put them under a program that never got a kid in school.
I'm just looking at the levels. I'm not gonna say it's just like we were saying a high major high school team compared to a high major middle school team. It's two different.
See, and that's the thing. I'm not splitting it up. Your program is your program.
I can't say that because
I'm not splitting it up.
Like I give a prime example. DCA did not have a high school program, but they was known in that middle school. They were known.
Okay, so hey, now Bryce, let me ask you this: which one is harder to win? Is it harder to win in middle school, or is it harder to win 17U?
17U.
Come on, we know the answer. So you can't give them that much credit for that.
No.
How hard it is to win 17U.
No, Dre. Now, hold up, Dre. Hold your horses, though.
J3 was fire. J3 was fire.
It was dope.
When you have a middle school team, like a 7th or 8th grade team, and you play in real events, those games are hard to win.
I'm not saying they're not hard.
If you go to Peach Jam and you play like a team from Texas, they're going to be huge. If you play like the New York Wrens, they're going to be skilled and huge. Those games are hard to win.
I've been to Birmingham for the Magic City. I've been to the Super 60. I've been to those events.
That's hard to win, bro. You got fullbacks.
And I went back when the Georgia Canes was the best team from Georgia in middle school. 6th grade, the Canes was the best middle school team in the state.
What grade was that?
The only team that even came close to them, and they maybe went back and forth, was Bruce when they was with Atlanta.
Oh, that was the year I coached.
Yeah. So I saw a lot of high level young team, but I still wouldn't have called the Canes back then a high major program. But shit, wasn't nobody in the state of Georgia. Wasn't nobody in the state of Georgia coming within 20 except for Atlanta Express.
Right. If you look at those teams back then in 2021, if you look at those teams 3 or 4 years ago and you watch those middle school games, those are high level middle school games, bro.
I agree, but you're still not high major. You're still not high major. It's good. And I say that for anybody not hating. I'm not putting nobody until you like. There's another step.
All those kids are in college or going to college. Most of them,
and they all play for who? Other programs, multiple other programs, right?
I mean, everybody changed.
All right. Like, I got a question for y'all. Name some high major middle school programs that are not around anymore. Like, what's some of the best teams in Georgia that you can remember that are not around? Like I said, we named the Georgia Canes 6th grade when they had the South Coast.
I was about to say, is ELW still around? They might be still around.
ELW, but that was TSF. Those were the TSF kids. They went from ELW to the Celtics to Express. Now they TSF.
Yeah, they bounced around three times before they landed at
TSF. When Carruth had all them boys from the South Side.
Carruth had a squad.
Georgia Blackhawks
had a squad.
Yeah, they had a squad.
They still played in some stuff. They played in some stuff this year. I think they might change their name though.
Yeah, man. What was the name? What was their name? It was the Blackhawks at one time.
Yeah.
Then they
changed
it
was like the Running Rebels, like the Camp Creek Running Rebels or something like that. I can't remember what their name was, but they was fired up.
Southern Stampede. Yeah.
Southern Stampede ain't around no more.
Yeah, they ain't around. What's another good program?
Like you said earlier, Dream Chasers, DCA.
Man,
Elite 2.0 ain't around no more.
They're not around.
That was good.
I
remember when the Deep South Blue Devils was good.
No.
They play YBOA now.
The Atlanta Playmakers?
Yes.
Yeah, we're good.
The Atlanta Playmakers. Yes. Then you had the Bryce, you remember this team? Travis Bird used to play on this team. They was blue.
The
It was
team
out of Norcross.
back in the day used to be good too.
Atlanta Select high major. I don't know the Atlanta Select high major.
No. My guys, bro. They're a good program.
Good program. Good program.
I'm trying to think.
But to me, it takes you got to be successful at multiple levels to be.
Dre, I think you only say that now, Dre, because we're talking about the conversation now, and we've had these conversations ongoing about getting kids to the next level. If we haven't had those conversations, you would be saying, yo, the Atlanta Celtics, when they had Cam McDowell and Travis Burris and Justin in 8th grade, and they went and won a national championship, you would be saying, major.
That team there, they had the kids out of Augusta too.
Hey, Dre. They had Dylan Hunter, Travis Burris, Cam McDowell, Bakari Collins, and they won an AAU national championship. There was no game close. They won every game. This was Dickerson. They won every game probably about 15, 20 points.
But this is the thing. I'm going to say, to me, I'm looking at like the legacy. To me, the Smyrna Stars is a high major program. I'm not talking about having a good team. We've seen a lot of organizations have a good team or have a good run, right? But there's a difference between having a good team or having a good run and having a great organization. I got to reserve high major for Julio and them have a great organization. It ain't just one team. When you talking about they got draft picks in the damn, you know what I'm saying? In every decade for the last 4 decades, like you doing something on another level. To me, that is high major. I'm reserving that for them.
That's fair to say because maybe most independent teams are mid-major anyway. Because if you're high major, you might be a shoe team. Maybe if you look at it that way. I don't know.
I think you could be high major and be independent. I think AC Georgia has a chance. How long can they keep this run going?
They can keep it going. Just got to keep getting players. It's about getting players.
Yeah,
you gotta get players, and you got to get players to the next level
and get them to the next level. And you know, if they do that, then to me, I think they're high major. I can't. You know, I ain't saying y'all wrong. I can't do it. Team Forest, maybe.
I rock with Team Forest. Like he stay having kids.
Keep kids.
Hey, especially have bigs.
Yeah. He definitely stay having
kids. Need a big, go to Team Forest. They got some
think what else programs.
Hey, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. When they say how what programs have more AAU programs branch off from them than like Atlanta Select. I don't know is that a good thing? I don't know.
What's the question? What program has more AAU programs? The Georgia Stars. It's a Georgia Stars team everywhere. There's one in Milledgeville. There's one in South Georgia. There's one in North Georgia. We forgot about, I know a high major program, independent, Team Power. Elementary through high school. Get players at the next level.
Are we basing them being a high major, basing them off having majority or many age groups? That's what you're basing off of?
No, they get players at the next level. Let's think about how many players, maybe not this past summer, they have no top kids, but previous summers after that, the Team Power Greg was known to bring kids. Matter of fact, you remember one tournament? What's the guy that he left the Georgia Stars tournament at Lake Point and went to Sean's event and played with Team Power the next event?
Ended up going to Oklahoma State.
What's the kid name?
I don't know, but he has some stuff going on. I don't think he's still there.
He played for Buford.
Yeah, I think his name is Marcus. I forgot his last name.
Yeah. Like, you cannot be a big time program to get a kid like that in the middle of a tournament.
Transfer portal. Shit happen like that in 17U all the time, though.
Yeah, but you got shoe kids going to other shoe kids. He came down and went to an independent team and went off.
That's the thing about it, man. The people not understanding Like, if you come, let's say you're an unsigned senior, you come as an unsigned senior, you should be dominating. You come and play independent basketball, you should be dominating if you're unsigned senior.
Christian Keeling, went to Charleston Southern, then end up at North Carolina. Like they got some kids, man.
Hey, Huff them hooping.
Really?
We'll do a check-in real quick. For those that don't know, our former co-host, Coach Cabral Huff, is coaching at Voorhees College right now. And they're playing. Let's see what the score is.
They're playing. Oh man, they're playing Edward Waters. I gotta watch my guy Bryce Wooten.
Hey man, look how knowledgeable Locke is. That just took one look at the jerseys and could tell what team they was playing. But hey man. Bang bang, that's good.
Hey, Edward Waters finna go up. They finna I think they finna be a Division II program this year.
Marcus Watson. Where's he at right now?
He has some stuff going on, bro.
Yeah, he has some issues.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember
where did AC Georgia come from.
Been around.
Yeah, they've been grinding for a minute.
He's at New Mexico State. Marcus Watson
down to one right now. If we're talking getting a kid in the college, such as high major, but they won 1A, you know, have they won the Adidas Gauntlet since? They won
with Caleb.
They won a year ago. 17 and 16 U.
Yeah, they won with Caleb and all of them. Yeah,
I feel like they would have won it this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think they would have won Gauntlet this year too.
They would have won it this year easily, not easily, but they probably would have won.
Yeah, I think they would have won it. They had a good team.
Yeah,
and they wouldn't have been switching out all of different players and stuff. I think they would have won it. I just look at, programs. I feel like we got to figure out how to rank those programs in a way that, or maybe we don't. It's good conversation.
Yeah, we can't, man. It's another program, the Georgia Blazers. They was hot back when I was in high school.
That's a fact.
A Nike team outside of the Atlanta area.
That's a fact.
KCP, Andre Young, they had a lot of kids. Shout out to Corey Black, man. Corey Black used to coach that team.
And let me ask y'all a question, man. I really want to have y'all input. I had an interesting conversation with a parent today, and it made me think about something that happened this past season. So I had a player this past season because we had two teams in our 2023 age group, right? I had a player this past season that before COVID, I talked to the player and the parents together, and I was like, look, I feel like you are just as good as any kid on our first team, but I think you should play on the second team. To me, for your development, you will get a chance to start, play more minutes on the second team, have the ball in your hand, more on the second team. But the player and his family, they chose to still be on the first team. He didn't get a lot of playing time, but he was happier. He accepted his role. He played a spot minutes when he did, and he did good. You know what I'm saying? For the time he was playing, he didn't play bad, but that's what he chose to do. What do you guys think is the right thing to do?
What grade is the kid?
Well, they're 2023 now, so now he's a sophomore going into his junior. So he was a freshman going into his sophomore year when that happened. Now they're sophomores going into the junior year, and I'm having that conversation with another parent, and I was like, look, this person chose to do that last year. They accepted their role. That was fine. If y'all like it, I love it, but I don't necessarily know that that's the right thing to do. I wouldn't advise anybody to do that.
I think you did right. You gave them the option. You say, hey.
Yeah.
So it's like you gave them the option. Now, if they decide to stay on the first team, like I always say, that's on them. That's not nothing on you. Hey, you can go on this team and start and average 20 to 25 minutes, or you play on the first team. And that's just the same thing we were talking about with shoe teams. Hey, you can go on this shoe team, play 10 minutes, or go on this independent and play 20 minutes. It's on the kid and the parent. So you gave him the option. So he's like, hey, you ain't doing anything wrong.
If the kid was older, then I would have been like, probably not gonna work. But being that he was a younger kid at the time, he probably should have taken the role that you said and went and played and got all the minutes he possibly could as a 9th grader, 10th grader, whatever. Because at the end of the day, you want to peak at 11th or 12th. So being that you're a 9th grader and I can play 20 plus minutes a game, I'll probably take the second team because it doesn't matter anyway in the grand scheme of things.
I want to know, man, we got parents, we got coaches in the comments, man. Drop y'all comments in here. What would y'all advise y'all kid to do, and what would y'all do? And tell me why do people hate playing on the second team? Why is that?
Because it's the same thing. It's just said people in their mind, parents see that as my child is less
not good enough.
Yeah, it's not good enough. And I actually had this conversation with somebody this week, and the thing is, and we should look at somebody like Kawasi. He's a prime example of this. In 8th grade, he was not nearly as tall. He might have been, I don't know, 5'9", 5'10", maybe. Lock, I don't know. He wasn't as big, wasn't as developed. But you keep working, and when it's your time to peak, that's when it matters. So, like the being on the second team and all that, that doesn't matter because you want to peak at the right time anyway. So I think parents should see this. Well, my child not going to get the same amount of exposure. He's not going to get the same run, same whatever. But you need to develop your skill set. So by the time you in the line and you ready to show you ready.
Yeah, because if you're on that second team and you develop to be a player your junior year, not saying your kids should do it, but hell, you can leave that program and go play for another program where they be on the main team.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, and I'm going to ask this question. What do we assume is the difference between the first team and the second team?
Scheduling, gear, the talent level, the coaching.
Yeah, everything.
So if you're playing for the same coaches and you're getting the same gear and y'all playing in the same tournaments, then what's the difference?
The talent level.
When you practice, you might not be practicing against those higher level kids. You might have your own practice.
Okay.
And then on the second team, you might not have a chance to compete as much as you will on the first team, where y'all know how we used to look at the schedule with Bryce. We playing they Black team. Oh shit, they trash. We're gonna goddamn blow them by 30. I can go out tonight. I know I got an 8 o'clock game, but we're gonna beat them by 30.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they got a black next to their name, a color next to their name, automatically you think that's an easy win.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care with nobody because you say that's not the first team. Another way, when Indy Hoops does his brackets, when Jerome does his bracket, he has that super pool. Automatically, when you see those lower level pools, you automatically think you're going to beat on those teams. When you see the game, and that doesn't mean like the teams are sorry. There's just our perception as we see the team.
Hide me. If I'm not good enough, or if I'm not, it's not even about good. If I'm not ready for that first team, hide me on the second team. Let me cook. Let me get my shit off. Let me get my confidence. Let me get my left hand, my right hand. Let me get my jumper. Because, like Locke said, when I get to 11th grade, that's when I'm going to explode on the scene. And they're going to say, where he come from? Shit, he was playing on the second team. Matthew Cleveland played on the second team.
I got a prime example. Cam McDowell left the Celtics, went to Team Dickerson. Now he's going to UGA. He didn't fit well with the six. So people probably look at Team Dickerson. Oh, he went to, that's not the second or B team. That's a whole nother program type of team, high level team. He went there. Now the kid's going to UGA because he was on the platform. and did what he's supposed to do.
I always wonder, and I guess I can only speak for my organization of like, when we do gear, like your gear is the same. When we pull up at Sean, we all playing at Sean. You know what I'm saying? We go to the tip off, we all playing at the tip off.
Your kids are having gear this year? Y'all having book bags? Y'all still on the book bags with the Capri Suns and stuff like that? Or y'all graduated from that?
No, we still got gear.
We asked for it. No, answer the question.
What?
What's in your gear package?
What's in our gear? Oh, this year we upgraded the gear package this year. So we going 2 Nike uniforms, Kyrie's, Nike bag,
and you got me a size 12
and a Nike sweatsuit.
You know you're gonna want the unlimited Twitter package.
Hold on. Is that for your 17U group? Your 17U group get all that?
It'll be an option for 17U. Yeah.
So y'all trying to recruit.
But they can pay my 17s. They can pay a lower fee and just get their uniforms and go play in tournaments. Because I know that's what 17s play about.
So Dre, when you get, I'm not gonna say when you get, because you still might want to do what you want to do.
Keep those comments coming because I'm seeing them talk about it.
For me, I don't give a shit what backpack you wear. I don't give a shit what shoes you wear. As long
17U, I don't either.
As long as you wear the jerseys and they look good and you perform well.
Yeah. 17U, we're gonna have 2 kind of price points. So it'll be one price that you just get your jersey and a t-shirt. And another price point, if you want to be completely geared out, it's available to you.
I want some Kyrie.
Hey man, them Nike
y'all giving out coaching shoes?
Our coaches are getting everything.
Lock might try to leave and come over there. You got all that gear.
Our coaches are getting everything. Shoes.
You know what that stipend looking like?
Hey, hopefully Zacho listening so we can run up to the Nike outlet this year because we get some new jerseys. And I just want to, we might need some team shoes too. Shit.
Yeah, man. We switched over to Nike, and we,
Bryce, we gotta get some coaching shoes this summer.
Yeah.
Me and Bryce on the bench wearing regular clothes.
Hey, we did coaches polos. We did coaches polos for our coaches this year. They'll get those again this year, and then we'll give them kind of upgraded stuff with sneakers and stuff, t-shirts.
You guys have how many coaches and staff in your program?
Let's see. Wes is coming back.
Wes is coming back.
Big Wes is coming back.
What age group?
Wes is gonna take the second team, so he'll have the second team 2023. Wes is coming back. We got 2 recruiting coordinators that will get gear packages. Coordinators.
So y'all got a whole. We're
building a staff. So I'll move off the bench and we'll just strictly be media.
You're not coaching?
No, I'm not coaching. That's the plan that I won't be coaching. But we'll Coach Brandon, our coach for 2023 last year, will stay 2023 this year. We'll have 2 recruiting coordinators. I'll be media. Coach Wes will be back to coach the second 14, and then we thought we had our 17U coach locked in. We was ready to make a huge announcement, but I don't think we're gonna get him. So we'll be.
That bag ain't big enough.
Yeah. Hey, I can't knock a guy for staying EYBL and not going independent. But love and respect.
Doing?
Recruiting coordinator.
Oh, okay.
So Dave is handling all of our Dave, and we got one more guy. I don't want to make the announcement yet, but we got one more guy that we love that is going to join Dave and handle recruiting our recruitment for our kids.
Hey, y'all really out here working.
Yeah, we got basketball operations. We got basketball operations person, so that's not handled by me. We don't have no bottlenecks, man.
You got all this. You can't get your ass beat though.
I mean, we ain't never been afraid of losing. So that's like that. That's
I'm just saying you got all this.
So for my thing was strategy for our organization was we did it backwards. Most people focus on recruiting players and getting kids. We didn't do that. Our focus was on building infrastructure and building an organization. And now this year, our focus is more so going to be on getting kids because we have a infrastructure. Georgia man up, coach. You got kids, man. Holla at me. We got a good home for them. What is recruiting coordinator? I need a job for AAU. Hey man, guys that have connections to college coaches that have a track record of helping kids get an offer. That's what our recruiting coordinators do. They have both of those guys have tremendous track record of getting kids offers. So
can't wait to play you guys.
Man, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an interesting summer.
It is. And a lot of talking trash. Like, you ain't coming to me.
A few comments ago if there was going to be an EYBL. And in my homework,
where's that? Oh,
I had to scroll up a little bit. In my time of, walking through the gym, having conversations with people, my source told me that he thinks that there will be something Nike related. Don't know if it's EYBL. Don't know if it's just tournaments. Don't know. And he is a close person to a Nike program. I'm not going to say which one or where, but yes. Nike staff, Nike program staff.
Let's talk about that, though, because it was some conversation like, oh, man, Nike ain't going to let 2 seasons go by without EYBL. Y'all do realize that EYBL doesn't make Nike money. Like, they lose money on EYBL every year. It's almost like a community service line item for them. They don't need that to survive at all. So I want to make sure people understand that. Like, from a money standpoint, don't think that Nike needs that to make money. Yeah. They really don't. They look at that platform as where it's marketing and we're giving back to the community.
They use the EYBL to get into those to get with those kids early on. Hope that when they go to the next level, they come back and sign with Nike. That's why they have the EYBL.
They on your head, bro.
You can't take them.
He's great though, because I will sit around and watch some team takeover videos all day long. I will.
Get a life.
How much y'all paying for handlers?
Hey, they not ready for that. They're not ready for that yet. They're not ready for that.
Listen, hey man, we are a poor independent program. That's off of volunteers.
It takes a lot to be a handler.
We survive off of volunteers, man. That volunteer to work in our program, man.
Hey, you don't know, Locke, when you got to get that kid from South Georgia and you got to bring him up to McEachern, how much work it takes.
Bro, it's a lot to be a handler.
It's a lot of work.
Especially when the parents are not involved heavy.
Yeah. So don't think you coming to man up to come. I'm about to get this big bag. If that was the case, we'll have our 17U coach. We wouldn't have lost them to EYBL. Our 17U coach would be locked in if the bags was being dropped like that.
You lost one of your coaches to a Nike program?
Yep, I believe so. It ain't over yet, but I think we lost them.
But we saw that happen last summer too, and
yeah. So. No hard feelings though. You get an opportunity to play EYBL. I can't be mad. Or to coach EYBL. I can't be mad.
I would definitely want to coach EYBL to try to get the Peach Jam or something like that or whatever. But you got to know that when you on that level, you got to have talent every year. Like, it ain't no excuses, bro.
He's going to a program that has talent.
I mean, you should because it's a Nike program, but it's like you got to
Yeah, you can't handle slow dogs.
Nah, bro,
you can't do no favors. You can't. I did my homeboy son. No, gonna get exposed out there. Gonna get exposed bad.
Wow. Has the Georgia Stars fell off? I'll let Locke take that.
I don't think so. I just think
the Georgia Stars had some kids last summer. They just ain't had no jerseys. They couldn't wear the Nike jerseys.
they play. Yeah, I don't think they fell off. You know, I feel like every teams have ups and downs.
Yeah,
I don't think no
How do you
one
feel
fell
like
off.
they would have fared EYBL last year?
Probably 500. It depends. It depends on how they loaded that. If they'd have loaded the roster and the roster would have stayed together, they might have gotten far. Remember, they had 2 teams and they broke off.
Yeah, I just think no, I think programs have they have their ups and downs like any other program.
And sometimes programs focus on certain years too in certain classes. So they say, well, we'll be back in 2020, whatever. We got a group coming, they're gonna be ready. So sometimes they take the L on some years and come back. And they know like Wendell Carter coming up, Jared, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we got some dudes that we can go win Peach Jam. This is our year to win Peach Jam. The following year they might say, okay, well, we just want, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think they're there. I don't think the Georgia Stars will ever fall off.
No, they can't. They the only Nike team in Georgia. They can't fall off.
No.
So that statement has been made a couple of times. They the only Nike team in Georgia. So AOT no longer has their Nike deal.
I didn't see AOT. I didn't see no high school AOT team this past summer. Did you, Bryce? I didn't see no AOT.
I didn't see nothing.
Or 16U.
I didn't see no AOT teams play last summer. Because what's it called? A lot of them kids also went to Honcho, probably. A lot of the kids AOT probably would have had, probably went to Honcho.
So is that official? Did they lose that Nike deal, or I don't
know.
Hey, man. Only thing I can say, we seen different Nike teams every few years.
Yes,
like I said, it went from Southern Stampede, the Georgia Blazers. It was another team out there out on the East Coast. No, I mean out there around Savannah. I forgot the name. The Renegades. It's not Worldwide Renegades. It was another team. They was Nike. So other teams are going to lose their Nike deal. The Georgia Stars are always going to be blessed in. Always.
I can't answer this. I have no idea. I can tell you what I think. I don't know.
See, and think about it. Look at this. AOT didn't have, but look who has it. TSF.
Yeah. With Nike, I think if you're not Georgia Stars, because Georgia Stars history is so rich, if you're not the Georgia Stars, I think it's a yearly kind of deal.
Hey,
like in a rap game when you get a 360, like you gotta keep lose to keep your Nike.
How much if you're Bruce Thornton, how much do you put into AAU this year?
I think you put in a lot.
Already committed? Like
no. But when you get to his level, at that point, you're concerned about where you fall because you want to be McDonald's. If you have a chance to be McDonald's, you take that shit very seriously.
That's true.
And I think
he does.
He plays in certain events. He's not gonna play every weekend.
Nah. You playing the ones that's gonna, if there's a Nike event, you gotta play in it. If there's a, whatever, OTR, a big OTR, you gotta play in it.
Does Bruce play in more than 6 events this year?
No.
I wouldn't. I would only play in the ones that's get me prime, that's gonna give me my rankings. That's it. If you notice, Matthew Cleveland has jumped from I don't think he was at 44th or 45th. He's now top 20. You got it. As much as it you don't want, because you've committed, at the end of the day, if you're that close, no, you got to keep playing because McDonald's is on the line, Jordan Brand is on the line. There's a bunch of All-American games that you want to graduate high school with and put them under your belt.
Gotcha. He definitely has a chance to be McDonald's.
He'll probably be McDonald's.
Wouldn't. Yeah, I think he would.
In the state, he's the best point guard, right? What is he, 2022?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, come on. He should be McDonald's.
I think he's gonna focus on that, and
How many
especially
McDonald's will we get in 2022? Sorry, Locke, not the
it's gonna be 2.
Yeah, you're not gonna get more than 2.
Bruce's.
You're not gonna get more than 2 in any time. Like
We got 3 before.
We got 3 before. We had Wendell, Colin, and MJ Walker.
That year was just different though. But
Didn't we get 3 twice though? The Kobe Simmons year, didn't we get 3 Kobe Simmons year?
We got Kobe Simmons, Al Tariq, and who else?
Because Chuma's year, Chuma got left off, and that was what? Who was that? Who was the Chuma? Chuma was Wendell, maybe. No. Was it?
Yeah, I think we just had 2 that year. Kobe Simmons and Al Tariq.
Getting 3 McDonald's in one state that means that year that was a hell of a year for.
I thought we had did it twice.
Yeah. Who was a McDonald's with Kobe Simmons class?
I can't remember.
I just said Kobe Simmons and Al Tariq. Yeah, them the only 2. Them were the only 2.
Yeah, you'll probably get 2. You'll probably get 2. Unless Dylan Hunter comes back and comes back to Atlanta. Durham, he wasn't All-American, was he?
No.
Is it McDonald's?
Nah, he wasn't McDonald's.
I gotta pull that up.
Nah, he wasn't McDonald's.
What was
It hasn't been 3 in a while, but once.
Isaac Okoro wasn't even McDonald's, bro.
Nah, he wasn't. No, we could have had 3. We could have had EJ, Ashton, and Reggie Perry. Because EJ and Reggie Perry was 1, but Ashton wasn't. But Ashton came out a year earlier.
Yep. I'm trying to pull up these McDonald's All-American rosters and try to revive my memory here.
Man. For McDonald's, Landers Nolly.
Yes, he did.
Snub. I mean, won 3
he
state
did.
championships. 3.
Damn, Kobe Simmons was a McDonald's All-American the same time as Jason Tatum, Markelle Fultz, De'Aaron Fox, Terrence Fogarty, Miles Bridges, Bam Adebayo. Damn, that was a class. Sheesh. Malik Monk.
Oh, Malik Monk. Oh.
Lonzo Ball, Jarrett Allen.
That's nasty. That's a lot of talent. That's
Frank Jack, Josh Jackson, all of these dudes. That was Kobe Simmons' year. That's crazy.
Well,
and you're right, Locke. It was Kobe Simmons and Al Tariq.
Come on, man. I know my stuff, man.
That's a crazy ass year, bro. Jesus, that year is loaded.
Yeah, you got to keep playing, bro. You want to get that McDonald's.
Yeah.
You got to play in that Peace Jam. You got to play in those big time events.
I think too, though, not having those counts like the NBA, the MB, Top 100 count, like those counts make sure stock goes up.
Pangos, you go to Pangos on the West Coast. You go back to you go to UVA, you go to Virginia, University of Virginia. You go top 100, and you go in them joints and kill, and then you come back and play in a few AAU events. Then your rankings should increase. Other than that, you don't really do nothing else.
And for your high school season, try to get another state, or try to win a state.
A lot of these kids want to leave high school early nowadays.
I don't think kids is at the point. I don't think a lot of kids are enjoying high school basketball as much as they used to.
Nah, they're not. Especially now, fans there.
Well, not even that. I think because, and not knocking the high school coaches, but some of the high school coaches the guys are so older, and they don't want to change. They don't want to adapt to the new kids, the new generation. So you have kids where, me personally, like if I'm having a program, my kids ain't wearing no New Balance. That's just me. Like,
Hey, I'm one thing too, Lock too. It's a lot of coaches that don't understand that all players shouldn't actually be wearing the same shoe.
Right. Everybody has
You're
different.
6'10", 6'8" center shouldn't be wearing the same shoe as your point guard.
And I think it comes down to
they're dumb.
A lot of, I think not a lot, but I think high school coaches as opposed to AAU coaches tend to be more of game managers, micromanagers, in the sense that you kind of got to do it my way so we can win this game. I feel like my way is the best. And I think sometimes AAU coaches a little bit more chill and they like, tell me what you see. Go make a play. I think it's a different philosophy. And I think, like, if you look at Pebblebrook, Pebblebrook still has like a system, but they play. He lets them run up and down a lot. And I think that's why he continuously gets talent in there, because he allows them to play the game the way that they enjoy to play the game. Other schools don't. The coach wants to, like, shit, I watched this video on how to do this. I got to do this and execute it. In the fourth quarter, we're going to hold the ball and we're going to do it. Like, that shit doesn't always work. You know?
And then they don't adapt to the talent they have.
Yeah.
I think that's another thing, too. Because you got to think, kids.
Check your comments. Hey, we always be in the gym, bro. We always be in the gym. I told y'all before the show started 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, so it's like, you got to think, some kids been playing AAU their whole life. So it's like, I know kids are more concerned about playing AAU than their high school season. They was like, man, I'm waiting for this season to be over with because I'm ready to get on the road. I'm finna play 45 games on the weekend. It's gonna be tweaks. It's gonna be better competition. Some kids just don't enjoy. They play high school ball, but they don't really enjoy it. And I feel like they don't enjoy it because high school is not the well. In some areas, not the same, especially now with COVID. The gyms are not packed. You ain't got people hitting on the wall, hitting on the horns.
That's the one thing that high school will always have over AAU. When you get a gym that's rocking, it ain't nothing like that, dog. I'm sorry.
I agree with you, B. But
we ain't getting that. We not.
So Mark statement too, what he just put out.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
I got a kid going through that right now.
I think the other thing too is that, Locke, and you touched on a lot of good points. Coaches not adjusting to the talent that they have. I think one of the differences is, and AAU coaches get knocked for it. And when I'm done talking to high school coaches about AAU, I feel like too many of them just don't get it. That, coach, you winning that state championship does wonders for you. High school coaches have to understand it doesn't do that much for the kid. It does that winning that state championship doesn't necessarily mean that his goal of playing to the next level and playing at the next level is accomplished.
And Dre, I agree with that statement. And I've never heard anybody say that either. But I agree. But I think it also depends on where you play too.
It gets okay. I'm gonna look at a school.
Let's say I win the WCAC. Let's say I win the WCAC. I'm DeMatha or I'm Gonzaga or whoever. I win the WCAC. I'm probably gonna get a scholarship.
Well, but this is the thing though, Bryce. If you play in the WCAC, those schools in September, when it's time to have college coaches come in for workouts, it's wall to wall.
True.
Right? So, you know, that you can't not do the work. You know what I'm saying? Of getting those college coaches in for workouts and making sure that you're sending out film or whatever. It's just hard. I don't think they understand the kid side of it. Like,
They
You
don't.
want me to do all those things for you. You're gonna get a raise. You're gonna make your money, or you're gonna win a state championship and then go get a better job and buy your wife a car, right? But I'm gonna be in the military, or I'm gonna be in college playing. I'm gonna go to college, but I'm gonna be playing intramurals. And it's hard for kids, I think, to go from playing for an AAU coach like a Bryce that says, hey, you're a 5, but at the next level, you're a 3. I'm going to give you 2 weeks. Right?
Hey, no, I really had that conversation.
Or at the AAU level, it's coaches saying, this is what you need to do to make it at the next level. You do these things for me. I'm going to let you do these things for you. To me, there's less of that at the high school level. And it's hard for high school coaches to understand that. It's like y'all want kids to do everything for you. Like I know high school coaches that tell kids, advocate for yourself. You need to email coaches, send your own film out.
High school coach can do, what high school kid can do that, bro?
And what college coach is answering those emails from these high school kids? You have no relationship.
Me as an 11th or 12th grader, you asking me as an 11th or 12th grader to email somebody? I'd have been like, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Bryce, these same kids that high school coaches expect to reach out to college coaches can't even get you to answer a DM to play you to the summer.
That might be the reason why I didn't play in college. Like, what you want me to? You want me to email a college coach in high school? Yeah. Come on, bro. I'm not doing that shit.
And Dre, what you said, like I have seen teams, especially like the lower programs, like the 2A, 3As, and 1As, and 1A public, have won state championships, but none of those players go to the next level.
Yeah,
I see that all the time.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Because they're not always prospects, but they're athletes that can play basketball, but they're not always college.
Kids at higher level, bro. Kids at higher level schools that win a state championship, and them kids don't go no like.
Yeah,
it's got to be somebody advocating for these kids, bro. Like, and I can start naming some high level programs, especially guys that won state championships that everybody didn't get on.
Nah, you got to. I got a prime example. My dude, Jared Godfrey at Sandy Springs. I mean, not Sandy Springs. Sandy Creek had an awesome senior year. When he once his senior year season ended, he still had nothing. And he was a 6'4".
He had Morehouse, right?
He had Morehouse, yeah. He was a 6'4", 6'5" point guard.
And he was bad.
And he didn't have anything. He had to play unsigned to start getting more schools to recruit him.
Yeah.
Hey, and when he played unsigned, it was a show.
I agree with this statement. These next two statements are important. There are high school coaches that put in a lot of work for their players. I 100% agree. And you know what happens at those schools? Players end up transferring to go there because they're good.
But Dre,
hey, Keisha Cole showed up.
She running late.
She an hour late. She just, but the thing about high school coaches though, Dre, we also got to give them some credit in the sense that most of them have to teach classes. Most of them have to manage the program. So there's a lot on their.
A lot of them coach different sports too.
Yeah, and win games. So we have to understand, and they got to understand what they're up against, and to utilize the other spring coaches to help their kids get recruited, because you have stuff, a lot of stuff to do during the season.
But that's what I was looking at. You need a good staff.
I hear high school coaches say that a lot, and I'm gonna call cap on a lot of it. Because what AAU coach don't got no job? What AAU coach don't have family at home? And AAU coaches are always at high school games. How you think they getting kids? So if the AAU coach can work all day and carry his behind to come see you coach a raggedy high school game, then you can be in the gym during AAU. Like you could be doing that same work. Like, what are you doing when you're off all summer?
They definitely not coming to AAU games.
Right. That AAU coach that's off all summer is coaching AAU, and he's still at work.
And you know what? I hate that. I really do.
Were the coaches coming when they had their live period in June and stuff? They were coming in. The camp, the team camps, and all that.
There we go.
I'm pretty sure they were in there then.
What you talking about, the AAU coaches?
No, the high school coaches was coming to the team camp in the
because they were participating. That's why. But guess what? AAU guys were still coming to watch and support their kids. High school coaches do not go to AAU. Like it gets on my nerves, especially when you know you got a player, and I'm telling the coach like, "Hey, you need to come see this kid this weekend because he's thinking about transferring because he got 3 other high school coaches coming to every last one of his games, sitting right behind the bench, looking at him, clapping them on, smiling at him, while you at the house, drinking a beer, watching Power, old episodes of Power."
And to me, here's the other reason why, to me, high school coaches, I'm so sick of the excuses about why they check out for AAU. We watch a lot of bad basketball in the summer. But shit, we watch a lot of bad basketball in the winter too.
And they have more practice time.
Yeah, you practice it every day. You've been practicing every day. Let's keep it real. Since June.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and we watch a lot of bad basketball in the winter. There are so many that where else as a high school coach are you gonna go and it's 150 college coaches lined up on a baseline that you can build relationships with?
Thing is, bro, they're not worrying about that because they always say if you're good enough, they will find you. They've been saying that for over 20 to 30 years. If you're good enough, but this is what I tell coaches. Okay, if he's good enough, why you won't put him in a platform where he could be seen by the coaches? Don't wait for the coaches. Go put him in the events because I hate where coaches don't want to play in big events where you got 5 to 6 games that day. I said college coaches want to see that. They don't want to just come to one game and watch that kid play and he might not do well. They want to watch 4 to 5 games so they can get their money worth when they driving out of town, catching flights, and different things like that.
The way that, and this is no different than any other travel sport, whether it's baseball or volleyball or whatever the case may be, 7-on-7, shit like that. It's a lot of the times the recruiting happens in the spring because their season is over. They know what they need to place, and you can see them in that one location. They know at that time. So, and that's also like a lot of the times why the networking happens with AAU coaches and the kids get exposed in the spring because they have that time to evaluate. Now they're juggling a season, trying to win tough conference games and so on and so forth. Like they're prioritizing, they're prioritizing their time. So a lot of it happens in the spring and summer, which is when AAU coaches coach. And so you can't be mad at either one of them. Like I can't be mad at a high school coach for pursuing a state championship. A high school coach can't be mad at me for pursuing scholarships.
Facts. So let me ask you this. I always hear kids say, man, I don't even want to play high school. I'm just going to wait for AAU season.
You can't do that, though. Don't work like that.
I know kids who
my bad, Dre. Are you sure? Because we got kids who have scholarships who's not playing high school ball right now.
Yes.
Who?
I know.
Who?
Your kid Chase.
Yep.
He's not playing high school basketball, and we got him an offer off AAU in camps. Not no high school game.
Okay. But 95% of the time, they're gonna want to see you play with a high school coach, an AAU coach. They're gonna want to see you play with both, so they can see how you are in both scenarios.
Okay, I agree and I disagree because, like we just said, with Jared Godfrey, they didn't watch him in high school. They saw him in the spring.
They didn't watch him, but they're gonna call us high school coach and say, How
you call your high school coach? Well, a lot of coaches not going to do that. A lot of coaches just rather talk to the AAU coach and the handler. Once they graduate, they ain't even stunned the high school coach.
That's true. Shit, sometimes I don't be studying the AAU coach either. This college coach said they ain't picked up the phone and called me in 2 years. So
damn, boy, you losing your juice, bro.
I ain't losing
it. I ain't gonna lie. If I haven't heard from somebody in 2 years,
I'm just kidding.
I leave them on red like I do chicks. Like
I ain't graduated when it was 2 years, probably, but I mean, I know why they're calling. You know what I mean? I know what it is, and I'm cool with that. So if they don't call me back, like I got some dudes that I'm cooler with on a friendship level, and I have some that are just I know when they're calling and they're calling. And
I'm like you, Bryce. I don't have no problem with that. You don't have to call me to check in. Just you can call me when you need something.
But there's some dudes that I like. We Instagram friends. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some dudes that I know on a like even a closer personal level that we cool.
Right.
But there's some that I know like they calling because they seen a big, they seen a kid.
Yeah. I don't take that personally.
Let me tell you something. Had there been a live period this year,
you would have had a lot of friends.
A lot of them.
Oh yeah, we was on fire.
A lot of them. And let me tell you,
fire.
And I've been holding off in this tweet because I ain't said it, but a lot of kids. I'm not gonna say a lot, but there's gonna be some kids that we're gonna look back after this COVID shit and we'll say, "Yo, he went too high." We're gonna look at this other kid and say, "He went too low," and it's because of COVID.
That's gonna happen.
Evaluation period. It's just gonna happen, bro. It's gonna happen to a lot of them because, like, it's just gonna happen. I'm just waiting for that shit to happen.
Yo, I left this one up. Keeping in touch to keep the relationship. I think Skip, maybe me and Bryce are just a little different. I'm not one of those dudes that you have to.
Why do I have to keep up with you? I don't get paid. That's not my job.
Yo, I'm looking at the EYBL list. I don't see TSF.
What's the name?
The team list is out there. Is AOT on it?
No.
Remember, Dove said on a couple shows ago that the TSF has a friendly deal.
Friendly Nike deal, yeah. But I thought that 17U would be on there.
So there's only one.
You gotta holler at Adam. Adam probably texting Zako right now.
I mean, if they want a Nike deal, shit, they got Bruce. You getting a Nike deal?
Shit, they probably gonna need it. They could probably gonna need a 6'10" as well.
But Dominique just had another 35-point game with 12 rebounds and 6 blocks and 5 steals and 3 assists.
Hey, if anybody want to get the Georgia Canes any type of sponsorship, we got plenty of players.
Look at Bryce. Hey, so I guess we talking about guys that light it up. We're gonna talk about Colin now.
Sure.
Hey,
the young bull.
Hey, at the neck.
Locke, let me see what you're looking at. Send it to me.
Damn.
All right. At the neck.
Oh, can we get this clear about Colin that he's never been a regular person?
Never.
He's never been a regular dude from around the way that just turned into a young bull. Like,
somebody asked me a question and I thought it was cool. They asked. Oh, actually, Potter, that was you asked me that. It was would I rather have Colin and Isaac Okoro or Trae Young and Cam Reddish?
That's not even that's a no-brainer, bro. It's a no-brainer.
I've been on it since before the draft. I'm taking Colin.
Yeah. No-brainer, bro. It's no-brainer.
And it's the work ethic, dog. It's the mentality. It's the type of person that he is.
Yeah. You know what was crazy to me?
He's a different type of dude.
I just sat back after his game yesterday, and I was just scrolling through Twitter, looking at all these tweets from various people saying, "Oh man, dude been in the lab. oh, he just a regular dude that's been training. Oh, like
when I saw that regular
what are
dude,
you guys talking about?
when I saw that regular dude tweet from a platform or a person that's supposed to know better,
I think, but
regular dude.
No. What I think he meant was he just like a regular, like a guy from around the way, like you see him, what up? That's what I think he meant. But the kid has never been regular. If you look at him in 6th grade compared to another 6th grade basketball player, the dude was already doing 2-a-days. Like he was already waking up before school started to work out as a middle schooler, as a 6th and 7th grader.
Yes.
It just became known in high school when the camera started to come up. No. And when he played in CCJBC events at the Civic Center, just like he did when he did at Pebblebrook, those games were sold out in middle school too.
Facts.
Let's not get it confused and make it seem like this kid was always regular dude.
Yo, do y'all see how many players came through the CCJBC?
Everybody.
You got Isaac Okoro, you got Sharif, you got Colin, you got Darius Perry. You had, I don't know, no, Jaylen Brown didn't play in the CCJBC. Who else you had?
Wendell?
Everybody, bro. In the Cobb County School. I think Cleveland, well, I don't know.
I don't know, who makes the playoffs first.
Yeah, I don't
know. Asking me if my job depended on it as a GM, who am I going to put my job on the line for? I'm going to put my job on the line with a kid that ain't got no life.
Yeah.
He is Kobe. He is a 6-foot Kobe. He sleeps, eats, breathes.
He different, bro. He's never been regular. Never. Yes.
He's not going to buy a chain. He's not going to pull up in a Bentley. He's not going to all the big parties and red carpet shit. Like, he's going to be in the gym.
He's extremely nice off the court. Like,
but that's what you want, though. You want, I tell kids, they're like, man, because you're nice on the court, you don't have to bring that same type of demeanor on the court. Because, like, me and Bryce, real good. We shoot the shit with you and everything. When the game was about to start,
shit, I'm in your ass, boy.
We talking shit. Me and Bryce like, hey man, look at the coach shoe. We ain't finna let this dude beat us. Look at his shoes. We ain't finna let it. Then we tell the kids, they like, man, we're not finna let him beat us.
We was at Alabama. We were like, look at these dumbass kids. We about to start the game in 5 minutes, and they still out in the lobby tying their shoes. We only got 4 minutes left to warm up. Look at these idiots. We gonna go on you now. But nah, he ain't never been. He ain't never been a regular dude, bro. Like, never.
I remember the first time that I met him. He was with Nick. Nick was coming to train my kids. My kids were like in the 4th or 5th grade, and Nick had Colin with him. This kid, for the whole practice, was on the other goal with the heavy balls doing the mic and drill. They had just finished working out. And he with the heavy balls in his slides just doing the mic and drill. Like, he don't know how to stop working.
He won't stop. You're going to have to stop him.
He doesn't. And I'm not saying Trae Young doesn't work hard. I'm sure he does. You can't be that skilled without working hard. I just don't. If you love – like, this is a good comment. I don't know that he's more of an Iverson mentality because
Iverson ain't practice.
If you love MJ, if you love Kobe, Kobe's the person I probably compare Colin to the most.
Mm-hmm.
He's a killer, bro. But he's gonna do. It's not just I'm gonna come and turn it on in a game and get off. No, it's. I'm going to get off, hit you with 40, but at 5 o'clock in the morning, who's in the gym by himself. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. He's just different. Unlike no shit that I've ever seen. I
really haven't seen a person like him. It's when it comes to basketball.
Yeah, that's rare. That's rare.
Competitive as hell, bro. I ain't never seen nothing like that.
With the combination of skill and the work ethic, I've never seen that before. I've seen kids that are naturally gifted with God-given talent, and they feel like, well, I ain't got to work that hard. I'm good. No, he gonna work.
Ask y'all this: is Colin the most entertaining basketball player that you ever seen?
Probably.
High school player,
yeah. I say he's the most entertaining high school player I have seen with my own eyes.
Yeah,
you know he's gonna put on the show because you're gonna get your money worth.
Not only is he going to like get buckets, but he's gonna tell you before, like, bro, I'm going to come down here and I'm gonna do this. I sat on opposing benches from him in high school games at Wheeler, and he would talk shit to legendary coaches and back it up.
The best thing that you could do playing Colin is just ignore him. Don't give him nothing. Like, don't respond. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anything that you say or do could be used against you in the court of law. Like,
let me ask you this though: how many coaches y'all know would let Colin be Colin like Washington did? I don't think many coaches could have dealt with that.
Where do we think Colin is today if he doesn't leave Hillgrove to go to Pebblebrook?
I think he's a Division I player.
He might have been like a mid-major guy.
Nah, he wouldn't be the young bull.
Nah.
It wouldn't be no young bull if he would have stayed at Hillgrove. The young bull, Washington let the young bull loose. He let those chains loose. You want to dribble between your legs? I don't give a damn how many times you dribble between your legs. You better hit this shot or make the right play. Like,
hey, what Keisha Cole got on?
Huh?
What Keisha Cole got on?
All black.
That thigh outfit.
She got a tattoo right here, a butterfly. Like, what?
That's that toxic outfit. That's all. That's a toxic written all over everything.
She messed with Jeezy. She messed with Jeezy, Boobie Gibson. Who else?
Bro, hey man, Boobie ain't been right.
Bow Wow. You heard Bow Wow said he dropping a album, and each song gonna be called based off one of his girlfriends. You heard about that?
Hey, Bow Wow got a list.
Nah, yeah, he do. Nah, Bow Wow got him.
Hey, I'm not got a list.
I'm saying that who makes an album and song title 1 is gonna be called Keisha, and song title 2 gonna be called who? Like that's crazy.
Man, I wonder what him and Future need to do a song by Sierra.
Hey, Future need to do a song about Lori Harvey. I need to know what's going on.
Some people are okay with Lori Harvey and what she's doing, whereas some people I was talking to today, they were like, she need to calm her ass down. She's doing too damn much. She just like her mom. But then some women
live your life. Live your life, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I guess how you look at it. Some people like she just like her mom. She chasing that check. She chasing Steve Harvey. But I mean, obviously she don't need any money. But
I just put on the what's name.
She kind of just like a prized possession at this point,
right? Hey, one day, since Locke won't compare schools, high major, low major, all that, I'm gonna come up with my own ranking for high schools. I'm gonna compare them to music artists and record labels.
Wow. Hey,
I'm gonna compare schools to music artists and record labels.
I like that.
Get ready. Get ready. We're gonna come up with a new list.
I like that. I wonder who's gonna be T.I. King of the South.
Hey, who we gonna be Death Row?
We'll
come up with a list.
I got a school.
Before we close, man, I wanna say some shit. I do wanna my condolences go out to the entire Powder Springs area, the Hillgrove area. Had a teacher pass away today from COVID-19. So, two teachers, correct, in that Cobb County area. So, So as we try to get through all this stuff, seeing so many game cancellations, program, I don't want to, there are programs that have closed their season. So want to shout out to those programs and those kids. You know what I'm saying? Druid Hill, Chamblee, Lakeside, the Cab, like guys just completely shut down. A lot of guys have shut down everything except for varsity sports. Like, just want everybody to know that, our thoughts and prayers. Tony Ingle passed away, so we lost somebody in the basketball community that is vastly important. If you don't know who Coach Ingle was, kind of put KSU on the map. You know what I'm saying? As the coach of Kennesaw State. So, just before we go, we crack jokes, but want to know to all our brothers out there, the basketball community, we with y'all. As y'all go through it, we going through it. But all APS schools are Gucci man.
Brick Squad.
Thurl was definitely Gucci when Thurl had Coach Johnson there.
Hey, Thurl was fat Gucci.
Facts.
They was trap house Gucci.
They was definitely
top on the floor, pistol on the couch. Doing bricks that I never had a bank account.
We got anything else? Am I missing any announcements? Do we know if region tournaments are actually canceled or are we having region tournaments? Do we know?
Some regions are canceling. Some regions are having it. So some regions are taking the top 3 teams off their region record straight to the playoffs. Some regions are having a region tournament. I know a couple of regions down in South Georgia are having a region tournament. So I just hate this season. Really feel like a wash.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
It really just because people want me to make my predictions. I haven't been going to any games because it's just like it's so much caution going on. COVID.
I was so excited to go to that Pace Milton game, and I got that text in the morning that was canceled. I was like, "Oh my gosh, bro!"
Yeah, like
that was gonna be a game, bro.
And that was my thing. Like, what did we accomplish in this high school season? Like,
it's hard to say. Like, kids are still getting offers. I see the kid out of Miller Grove.
Kids are getting offers.
Kid name?
Zaire Green, I think.
Zaire Green, yeah, just got off from Georgia College State University. Emordre Bowes out of Johnson just got offered from Fort Valley. So
yeah, Makai got a couple offers during the season. So yeah, it helped some kids, some other kids. But I mean, I think we're going to see a bunch of kids that'll be looking for post grads if they want to continue to play basketball. At least.
No, they're gonna have to go post grade. It is what it is, You better them in contact shits coming in.
You might want to stack that bad boy.
Might need to stack that. Hey,
don't go that thing. You're gonna need that.
If you suing again, you gotta come out here and sue.
Hey, I think honestly, I think some kids, as opposed to going post grad, if they don't want to play, if they've got accepted to certain schools, I think they're just gonna go to college. They're gonna hey.
I think a lot of kids gonna do that. Right, I just hate the ones who really didn't get that senior season. Like,
yeah.
If you can't get prom, you can't enjoy being in the classroom. Now your basketball season is taken away, or your basketball season it's not going as planned. Mm-hmm. It's like 10 years. Till this day, I still talk about my senior year and my prom days. My prom.
We'll blame down.
I talk about all of that. Those kids are not gonna be able to talk about that when they had their 10-year anniversary. And it really sucks.
Mm-hmm. I can't believe that we're a year into this thing. I really can't.
It's been a year.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really thought we was gonna take care of business and be through this in like 6 months, and I was so wrong.
Yeah, but if you go JUCO, you lose that year of eligibility. So,
and I'm gonna be honest, man. You honestly, if you in Georgia, you ain't got. If you a talented player, you ain't got. If you got hope, it's ways where you can go to JUCO for free.
yeah,
You don't have to pay a dime.
now I think he's saying for $10,000, I'd rather just go play JUCO. I'm saying, but if you go JUCO, you're gonna lose that year. You can go JUCO for free, yeah. If you talented, you big.
Oh, true. Or you go do a red shirt, yeah, JUCO.
Mm-hmm.
They red shirt JUCOs.
Damn, Trez.
Hey man, that's our show for tonight, man. We appreciate y'all. It's been real. I don't think we have any more announcements. Y'all be easy. Everybody make sure they take care of themselves. Be safe out here. Get ready for AAU season. Take care of yourself. Hey man, stay out the high school's way, man. As much shit as I talk about high school coaches and wanting to bridge that gap with AAU, like I'm still not gonna disrespect them in a way of having my workouts and having my trials in the middle of that shit. Like, man, give them their time. Give high schools their time, bro. Don't be stepping on high school time. I'm seeing a lot of, post workouts and all this other kind of shit, man. Give the high schools their time. Respect them people. We can't cry about wanting to bridge the gap and then, you know what I mean, do disrespectful shit to me. So one of them high school kids get hurt at your practice that you have in the season.
Well, you gotta look at it too. This, Dre. Some of those kids are not having a season.
For the kids that don't have a season, then to me it's different. But I saw 2024 team practicing. I'm like, yo, those kids are freshmen, but they still in school.
I had a coach. Well, this kid's in the 8th grade. He's going to the 9th, but he's in the 8th currently. And he was playing JV. So he skipped his JV game to come up here to Atlanta over the weekend and play in the AAU tournament. But I get what the kid was coming from. The kid was like, I'm not in high school. I'm going to come up here and play 3 to 5 games in the A and just play one JV game Saturday morning. So I was like, hey, I don't blame the kid in a way. Now, if he was in high school, it would have been different.
If you're in high school, it's different. I agree.
Speaking of kids that just got offers, Joseph Scott just got an offer yesterday, a couple of days ago from Xavier.
Oh, yeah, from Xavier out of New Orleans. Great school. Great freaking school. HBCU.
Hey, Dave, you got to chill. You got to relax.
Hey, man. Hey, Dave, be careful what you wish for.
Dave, see,
hey,
I'm gonna have the 30 ball on the 17U.
Don't write a check your ass can't cash.
Gotta relax.
Gotta relax.
Hey, but that would be dope if me and Bryce on one end coaching the Canes and you and Dave and Mondre on the other end.
Yeah, we got some wins under our belt, dog. We beat.
Hey,
man, we got Upward Stars, Georgia Stars.
Hey,
yes,
I'm gonna be talking so much ish. I'm like, y'all really going? I ain't even losing to no dude that ain't got no neck. Like
in the show.
Hey,
that's what I'm telling my kids in the home.
I'll just leave it at that. He probably would happen. I would gladly come out of retirement and come back to the bench, and I would be talking just as much shit. Trust me. Just as much shit to the refs, to y'all, to my team. Please believe it.
Yeah, whoever loses got to buy wings for the night.
I think that would be good. I think that would be good.
I don't, Dre.
But
Yeah, I'm be quiet. I'm be quiet.
hey, I watched a lot of 17U. I know what it is. I'm not saying nothing.
And a lot of them, if they coming back the way it's looking, hey, the way it's looking, my friend.
Hey man, I just stay low and keep firing, dog. Like I don't, we'll talk when the time for talking is there.
Cool. Say less.
You know what I'm saying? But
hey man, shout out to Dutchtown, 9-1 in the region.
I saw a tweet on Jermaine Mann yesterday too, but I was driving, so I couldn't read the whole thing. I think he had a good college game or something. Gardner Webb. So,
hey man, we out of here. We love y'all. Y'all be easy. Keep it real.
Hey, Under Armour making a comeback.
Y'all wearing Under Armour this year for the Canes?
hell no. We got Nike jerseys, some new ones.
Oh shit. We out. Lock Hill.